All the ingredients used in this tutorial video can be purchased at your local grocery store or may already exist in your kitchen. The process is the same, no matter what brand of product you use.
Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy VJC Class coming at you today because today we're going to be making some sweet tea. So I'm going to show you a real quick recipe, my recipe for sweet tea. I got the ingredients, I got everything set up here, laid out right in front. Daddy, hey, what's going on, Junior?
What you doing, Daddy?
Daddy about to make some sweet tea.
Yay!
Alright, want some sweet tea?
Yes!
Alright.
Yes! I want some tea.
So here we got gallon pitcher, sugar, measuring cup, got some spring water, well, distilled water, spring water, whatever you choose. If you trust your tap water, you can use tap water. And I use 4 tea bags. And of course the tea bags can vary. If you want to use black tea, the different flavored teas, you can do that. I actually use decaffeinated tea. Alright? And as far as the sugar, you know, the amount of sugar that I use, 1 cup and 3/4 cups of sugar, that's to my taste. Your taste may be something different, so you may want more or less sugar. That is totally up to you. And for those of you who are diabetic, there is a good sweetener on the market, agave sweetener, and it doesn't give the effects of like sugar does. The spikes in the sugar, you know how it is. I'm not diabetic, so I don't really know, but I know that the agave sugar, the agave sweetener, it's not sugar, it's a sweetener. It's a natural nectar, some organic stuff. A lot of organic people use it. So, boy VJC Class, we're gonna get ready to make some sweet tea over here. Alright? Let's go. Ready, Junior? Let's go.
Let's go with the sweet tea.
Here's the organic sweetener that I mentioned was good for diabetics. It's called agave. It's spelled A-G-A-V-E. Do some research on this. But this sweetener is an organic, natural sweetener, nectar, that comes from the cactus plant. Notice its consistency. It's like that between syrup and honey. It is a nectar, and the good thing about making your own sweet tea, whether you use sugar or a natural organic sweetener as the agave, it's not high fructose corn syrup. Here are the ingredients you're going to need, and some of the tools you'll need to make your sweet tea. You'll definitely need a measuring cup. Here we have the tea bags. I like to use a decaffeinated tea, but you can use any type of tea that you want. Green tea, black tea, whatever your preference is. Sugar or a sweetener, I use sugar. For my ingredients, to make 1 gallon of sweet tea, I use 1 3/4 cups of sugar.
And that's 3/4. There, that's just about right.
There are a few ways of making your tea. You can boil the water and then let the tea bags sit in the boiled water, or you can boil your tea bags in the water as the water is heating up. To save time, I boil my tea bags with the water as it heats up. To save even more time, this can be the first step that you do. This way, your tea bags can boil while you're preparing the other ingredients. Sometimes when boiling your tea bags with the water, you run into the problem of tea leaves getting into the tea. I'll show you a trick later in the video on how to remove those tea leaves. Like I said, For my preference, I use 4 tea bags. The darkness and the heaviness of the tea is going to depend on how many tea bags you use and how long you allow your tea to brew. Once your tea has come to a boil or has brewed to your likeness, you're ready to mix your tea with your sweetener. I like to do this step while the tea is still hot because it helps to completely dissolve the sugar. If you ever try to dissolve sugar in cold water, you notice there's always sugar still left at the bottom. This step that I'm showing you now with the paper towel is the technique that I use to separate the tea leaves from the tea should your tea bag burst during the brewing process. Note that the paper towel is a plain paper towel with no ink writing or designs on it. This serves the same purpose as a coffee filter. So if you have a coffee filter, just use that. Notice the brewed tea has filtered through, leaving behind the tea leaves. I like to squeeze every bit of flavor out of my tea bags. Stir the hot tea until all the sugar has dissolved. Once the sugar has completely dissolved, you can begin to add water. Continue to stir as you add the water to ensure an even mix and consistent taste of your tea throughout the container. Great, the initial taste. Another ingredient you want to have on hand are some fresh lemon. Lemon is a great enhancement to a nice sweet tea. I find it's best to slice your lemons and add a slice to each glass of tea. Don't put the lemon inside the container of tea because the lemon will continue to bleed, and at some point your sweet tea will turn into a tart lemonade.
And these lemons are juicy.
Slice your lemon up and put them in a convenient container.
Well, guys and girls, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Not that hard to make a gallon of sweet tea, and of course, you know, each time you do it, you make it to your preference. You know, you tweak it until you figure out how you like it and go from there. And as the saying goes, you know, the proof is in the pudding. So let's see exactly how good we did. Yeah. Perfect. Now watch this. Oh, Junior, come get your iced tea. I want some tea, tea. I want some tea, tea. I want tea. That's my sweet tea. Sweet tea. I'm gonna get that. Proof is in the pudding. Damn, the
ice and lemon, everything, huh?
Okay, so that's it. Sweet tea. It's your boy VJC Class. I'm out.